Hey guys, this is Steve with Cookout Coach. Coming to you today, sort of impromptu. Um, I got something cool in the mail, something that we haven't talked about this year, so I kind of wanted to go live and just show it to you. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to pop on here. Let me move my microphone. Sorry for this. So, one thing we haven't talked about on the YouTube channel so much this year. You might know if you're following me on Facebook, but we've been getting some contests, and even with the current state of KCBS contests. What's up, Kenneth? What's going on, brother? And we've been doing pretty well. So currently, if you don't know, I have a backyard KCBS team. Our team name is DQ'd Barbecue. What's up, Will? Queuing with Uncle Woo. How's it going, brother? And we haven't been able to get a lot of comps in this year, given the current state of everything. But the ones that we have, we've done fairly well. I will say that in the Mid-Atlantic, the backyard guys have sort of came together, and we have our own unassociated with any sanctioning body Team of the Year points race, and it's sort of just a bet between some buddies, anybody who wanted to get in. And DQ'd Barbecue, our team, is currently leading the race. We're number one in that. If you want to check that out, you can head over to just Google Mid-Atlantic Backyard Barbecue. The website's like MABBQ or MABBQ, one of the two. But there's a Team of the Year points leading the results of every contest, and you can see where we're ranking at. On top of that, though, KCBS this year implemented a backyard Team of the Year points race for both pork, ribs, and chicken. Let me say that again. Pork, ribs, and chicken. So 2 categories. They also had a World Invitational that you had to win a first place category call to get into. And my buddy Copper's trying to knock over the camera right now, so we're going to try not to let him do that. Copper, buddy, you got to go away. So we got into that. That's going to take place in November in Kansas City. In preparation for that, I'm sort of a diehard this year and trying to get my ribs squared away. My ribs have been doing much better this year. But part of consistency to me is cooking the same rib every time. With that being said, I wanted to show you guys what I got today, because I got home to a delivery from Pensacola, Florida. If you're familiar with comp barbecue at all, or just high quality meats, you might know of the butcher shop from down in Pensacola, Florida. They'll handpick comp meats, and they have some pretty good prices. Unfortunately, you pay for it with shipping, but it's great quality stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what came in the mail today. So every one of these coolers I've ever got from them always have the hashtag always handpick hashtag on it. It's the home of the A9 brisket, if you're familiar with that. But these aren't just ribs. These are Duroc ribs. So these are Allegiance brand. If you've heard Durocs before, you may have heard of Comparts are super popular ribs, right? Well, these are Allegiance brand. They're a little bit cheaper, which is sort of why I go with them. But I find they're still a fantastic rib. These bones are pretty straight. That's part of the hand-pickedness. And if you get a good look in there, the marbling in these ribs are just crazy. They're nice and thick, and each one of these is going to run between 3 and 4 pounds. That's one of the big reasons I think it's worth paying for it to come from Kevin, is when I call and place my order, tell him, yeah, I want competition hand-picked ribs. But I also tell him exactly how much I'm wanting them to weigh. Which, again, it goes back to consistency. If you're trying to find that consistency, being able to cook the same weight rib every time really matters. And we've got technically 4 competitions left in this competition season. And we're going to make a run to see how high we can climb up that KCBS ladder. Right now in ribs, we're currently 6th in KCBS in ribs. In chicken, we're currently sitting at 8th, I believe. 8th. But KCBS takes your top 5 contests. We haven't even done 5 contests yet. So, hopefully we can make a great late season push. Sorry, the puppy dogs are playing with each other, and they're going to take this camera out in a minute. But like I said, these came in the mail. We hadn't talked about Mito and Comp Barbecue this year, just given everything that's going on. It was such an unknown. I didn't push it very hard, other than the fact that you guys know that I took a class through Barbecue Champs Academy. I took Corey Mike's class earlier this year to prep for the season. And, I haven't really updated you guys on how it's been going, but spoiler, it's been going really well. Currently leading the Mid-Atlantic Backyard Points Chase. We're currently making a push for KCBS points titles, and we're prepping right now to go to the World Championship in November. So we've got 4 competitions coming up in October. These ribs, a portion of them will go to some practice competitions. Everything else will go to straight competitions. And we're going to see what we can do. And I kind of wanted to do this video to sort of gauge interest, right? Is competition barbecue, is what I'm doing with the backyard competition barbecue something you guys are interested in? Is the road to the KCBS World Championship Invitational, do you guys want to see that journey? Do you guys care about that at all? Or is it sort of a moot point? Is comp barbecue not what we want to see? Because I'd love to take you guys along for that journey, but that's very tough to film. I've tried to do it several times just for regular competitions. It's not easy. But if you guys want to see it, I love sharing it with you guys. So let me know in the comments. Hit me up here, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know, do you guys want to see us document the World Championship run, or the remaining bits of the KCBS points chase, the remaining of our backyard Mid-Atlantic points chase? Because we're sitting on top right now. There's nothing saying that we're going to stay on top. So, let me know for sure. For now, I'm going to get these in the freezer because they show up froze. I like that. I like the fact that they're froze because that way they've been frozen once. I'll thaw them when it's time to use them, and that's all they do. But for now, they're going to go into the freezer. I'm going to hop onto Facebook, and I'd encourage you guys to come along with me if you're curious about KCBS Backyard at all. My buddy, Travis, over at Blue and Gold Barbecue, he hosts a show every week called the Backyard Barbecue Break. He's been interviewing a lot of Mid-Atlantic teams. Last week, I actually rode shotgun and co-hosted that one. Hey, Pickles, what's going on, brother? I co-hosted for him, and we interviewed Emily Detweiler, the CEO of KCBS, and Randy Bigler, a board member of KCBS, who's been huge in getting the backyard guys, the amateur guys, that time in the spotlight in KCBS. He's a big reason the points chase exists. He's a big reason that the World Championship Invitational exists. This week we've got some guys, or I should say Travis has some guys from Alabama coming on the show to talk about the current state of backyard in Alabama, which if you know anything about KCBS Backyard, you know that Bama is where it's at right now. We're trying to grow our area to be like that, as well as other places in the country are trying to aspire to that level too. So again, let me know what you think of this. I'd love to do it. If you're not super interested, yeah, well, I think when we interviewed you, Copper was putting on a show behind us, so you can't trust him. He's still a puppy. Let me know. You want to see it? We'll show it to you as best we can. Right now, I'm heading over to Facebook to see what's going on in the Backyard Barbecue Break over on the Golden Blue Barbecue Facebook page. And guys, till next time, y'all take it easy.